Okay, how's my hair?
Good.
Okay, thank you. All right, today I'm going to show you how to clean the screens safely, not die doing so. Everybody knows how to clean screens. What we need to do is do it safely. Some of the safety gear we're going to be using is a harness. I'll show you how to put this on. Notice the gray loops on the bottom. Those are what you put your legs through. The top goes on just like a life jacket or a coat. So you bring it around behind you. Then you step through the fiddly gray bits. Then simply pull it up to your waist. Put your arms through the red loops. And these have a metal buckle system where this rectangular piece of steel actually fits through this rectangular piece of steel, even though they're about the same size. The way we do that, put it at an angle, pull it through, and latch. Then on top of this, we'll put a standard life jacket. You know how to put these on. This particular unit has the same kind of metal bracket. One fits right inside of the other. Now, if you do fall in the water, these have about a 2 to 3 second delay before they automatically deploy and blow up. But you can, as soon as you fall in, pull this little red button. It'll inflate it straight away. Cut. Some other equipment that we must have when we're on site doing heavy work. You'll need steel toe boots that are approved for work sites. High-vis jacket. If you fall in the water here, you want somebody to be able to see you. Wear gloves. Now, these gloves don't protect you from crush injuries. They're only for minor abrasions, really. But they also give you an added grip. If you were to fall or slip, you can usually hang on better. Less likely to drop tools as well. Now, safety glasses should also be worn when pulling sticks up out of the water. These things can flip around all over the place. You wind up with something in your eye. Easy enough, wear safety glasses. Okay. Something I might have forgotten to mention, but it's very important, always put the life jacket on last. It goes on top of everything. If you're wearing a harness, life jacket goes on top. If you're wearing a coat, put it on top as well. If this inflates under a harness, you might not be able to breathe. They have quite a bit of pressure and power. It'll inflate inside and crush your chest. Not crush it, but make it difficult to breathe. That's the last thing you need when you're swimming across the river. Good. Okay. Safety hook. It's also called a scaffolding hook. If you put this harness on correctly, it will catch right in the middle on the back. The way you operate this is a safety catch. You depress that first, and then you can release the big hook and pull it off. You can do it with one hand just by squeeze, pull to get off. Cut. Okay, let's talk about the hydropower site itself. Inherently, hydropower locations are dangerous. Everything here can kill you. For example, on the old school Rockwell B hardness scale, mild steel rates of 70. Humans, 0.03. Even wood on Rockwell B scale is up to about 30. Everything here is stronger than you. I'm the weakest thing on the site. Fortunately, I'm the only thing on the site with a brain, however small that may be. Use your brain, observe, and think. Look for the dangers, look for things that can hurt you, and then think again before you act. Okay. All right, I don't mean to frighten you when I say that everything here can kill you, but literally can. It won't unless you invite it to. None of this is really actively trying to harm you. If you invite it to harm you, it certainly will. Okay. Okay, a couple of the really big dangers on the site. In fact, the most dangerous area on this site is right here, between the walkway and the trash screens. This is an open area, far larger than it should be. There should be a screen there, but there's not. You fall into this, you're going for a ride down the turbine. You can't swim faster than the water, heading toward the turbine, so if you fall in, hopefully somebody can hit the stop button. Just don't fall in. I know of a few people that have gone through turbines and it never worked out well for anybody. I don't think there's anybody who lived through a turbine. Something else to look out for, these sluice gates, they're automatic. They're up at the moment. If, for whatever reason, the system trips. Systems trip all the time. You lose power, you have some sort of fault, these sluice gates will automatically fall. They'll weigh a few ton each. Just make sure you're not hanging onto them, rubbing against them, anywhere near them when they trip. Now, in addition to this large open area, and we're working in this area. This is why it's so dangerous, most dangerous location on the whole site. There's also an area here that a human can fit through. No IP for humans on this walkway, unfortunately. So be advised, you can fall through here, go for a ride in a turbine, or you can fall through here and go for a ride through a turbine. Okay. All right, let's talk about what happens if somebody falls in the water. A few basic rules about that. If someone has fallen in the water and they are still conscious, do not go in the water after them. No matter what, do not go in the water after them. They will drown you. Rather, pick up one of these safety rings. Now, interestingly, this is the old school style that doesn't have a throw canister. A lot of people get hit on the head by these. So, the best way to avoid that, when someone goes in the water, don't throw this to them, throw this upstream of them by 10 feet or more. So throw it upstream, let it come back to them, let them grab onto it. Now, if somebody's fallen in the water and they hit their head on the way down and they're unconscious, now you have to take the decision, am I going in the water after them? If you're a strong swimmer, I can't tell you to do it. I would do it, and I would not go in without 2 flotation devices. First of all, I wouldn't go in without a life jacket, even if they're unconscious, but wear a life jacket and jump in with one of these. You're gonna need the extra flotation to get them up. Now, if there's only 2 of you on site, you probably can't pull them out of the water. Take them over to a shallow area along the side of the banks. Maybe you can pull them up once you get yourself out. Okay. Okay, when using the safety harness and the scaffolding hook, always clip on before you go into a dangerous area, and then do not clip off until you're back into the safety area. One of the things to look out for is when there are other people around helping, they tend to want to be helpful and disconnect your safety hook before you're back in to make it easier for you to climb through. Punch them right in the face. Do not allow that to happen. You're the only one that can operate this hook unless you are incapacitated. Make that clear if there's other people on the site. So, it's on before I come out of the safe zone. Keep it on until I'm back standing here. Now, as far as going through these rails, some people want to climb over. That just means you're going to fall down farther if you slip. So I tend to crawl underneath like this, always hanging on with at least one hand. Pull my hook around. Now, I'm relatively safe. And again, I'm finished now. Don't come up here and unhook. Get back into safety. Now you can unhook. Okay. Okay, here we are on the walkway. We're preparing to bring the hook down and start pulling debris up. I'm going to wear my safety harness. I'm going to put my scaffold pole on the handrail, even though I'm standing on the walkway. The reason for that is I'm going to be leaning over and pulling, sometimes with all of my strength, to pull the debris up. Not much of a chance that I could pull myself over, but one thing you have to be really careful and conscious of is it's tempting to pull debris up and then reach under here and try to pull. Now you are very vulnerable and susceptible to going down into the most dangerous area at the whole site. Now, we have these long poles with hooks on the end. There are no power lines right in this area, but this is a really good practice to get into. I can't tell you the number of people who electrocute themselves picking up a ladder before they look up, lifting a long pole before they look up, and they hit a power line. Best case, they should break a light pole. So, pick up your pole, both ends, look up before you move your pole on. Cut. Okay, we're going to pull most of the debris that's on the screens today either through the screens and let it go through the turbine, or over the top of the screens and let it go through. These turbines will tolerate anything wooden that is, say, smaller than about 25 millimeter in diameter. That won't hurt them. Anything bigger than that, don't throw through the turbine. You risk at least knocking your rubber bumpers off. All right, now the technique we use is you just drop the hook in and you can pull debris, and as you can see, it's a bit frustrating. Most of it doesn't come up in every hook. With the turbines on, a lot of the debris just goes through the screen. The small ones can go through. So simply drop your hook in, let the water pressure bring the hook up against the screen, and then pull the debris. And you start on one end, you get a good hole going, and then you just work your way all the way along the screen. When you come across the larger logs, there aren't any here today, but there will be. If you find logs of, say, 50 mil or bigger in diameter, they're quite heavy and they're hard to get out. And that's going to require that somebody goes out on the end to hook these and move them to the bank. Now, I'll tell you, if let me and whomever I bring out do that once a week. The big logs, leave them. I'll pick them up on my once a week visit. You folks just worry about leaves, which there aren't very many of now, mostly sticks. Pull the small sticks out. If it's anything bigger than 25 mil in diameter, and you can pull it up, bring it over to the side, to the center, lift it off of there. Try not to lift through here, you risk falling in. Cut. I think I've covered most of the important bits, but if anybody has any questions, give me a bell. You all know my telephone number. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a nice comment. Thanks.